next award is the Darren Tucker Memorial Award for Tenacity. And this was already presented. How's it go again with the Academy Awards? This was presented earlier today to Daniel LeBlanc, who had to leave. And I'm going to ask Matt Pilardi to come up and tell us about why we decided to give this award to Dan. And I promised him this would be videotaped and we would send it to him.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Alright, I don't know if many of you know, but I started back with AQVA about 3 years ago, and I kind of fell into this job by accident, and I had no idea what to expect. And then I started meeting people like Paula and Jenny, and I was like, man, these guys are crazy. But I kept on coming back, and I've been coming to all these mobility cups, and you know what? All air guitar and karaoke aside, it's not that kept me coming back. It's a couple of key individuals, people that I've met through this job that I really find inspirational. All the René Delaire's and Dan LeBlanc's out there. And I've met so many of them at all these regattas, and that's why I keep on coming back. I met Dan LeBlanc back in Halifax last year, and I was told to sail with him, and I had no idea who this guy was. And it was his first year sailing back then, and he jumped right into it and loved it. He was sailing amazing for a guy that had just started. And I think more importantly, not only did he just jump into the sailing, but he also jumped into the parties after. We had him do some backdrafts to Halifax. Our accessible shot. So he jumped right into the sailing and right into the attitude, and he loved it. And I think that's why we were lucky enough to have him come back again this year to Montreal. And I mean, sailing with people like him is just truly inspirational for me, and he just keeps on pushing harder and harder, and he's really improved over the last 2 years. I've been amazed at how awesome he's gotten at sailing with me, and just back in Vancouver he's really learned a lot. So that's why we thought that we would award this to Dan LeBlanc just for being super awesome. Yeah, and we also had a little bit of an incident on Monday. I don't know how many of you know about it, but we were out sailing and we got hit by a nice puff of wind, and he happened to half fall in the water where he had his head underwater and his shoulders, and we popped right back up and he wasn't scared at all. He was like, let's keep on sailing, come on, let's stay out there. But unfortunately, due to a life jacket that inflated around his neck and almost choked him, we had to head in early, but he just wanted to hang out and stay out there. And then on top of that, the next day we even had more equipment troubles where we had an auto helm that was dying, and he was out there with the piston that was going about 1/4 of the speed as it usually goes with like a 50-meter turning radius. But he was like, no, let's keep on racing, come on, I don't want to go in. Sort of rounding the marks and coming way wide and all over the place, but he was still out there racing, and he never wanted to come in, he just wanted to hang out and keep on going. So that's why we thought it was appropriate to give him the Darren Tucker Memorial Award for Tenacity, and hopefully we'll see him again next year in Toronto.
For any of you that were in Halifax last year, you may have remembered. You may have remembered us being involved with the Convoy Cup for the first time. They awarded some medals and expressed an interest to work with Mobility Cup in a more ongoing fashion. For those of you who don't know, the Convoy Cup is an annual offshore race off Halifax to keep alive the memory of the men that served in the convoys of the First and Second World War. A lot of them didn't make it, and those that did should be honored. And that race is the biggest thing we have going for them. And the Convoy Cup Foundation is kind enough to get involved with the Mobility Cup and be an ongoing part of that. So what we'll be doing from here on in is handing out some awards. We've got medallions recognizing the first, second, and third place finishes in both silver and gold on the last day of sailing. And although we don't have the new Convoy Cup to hand out this year, just a logistics problem, that will be handed out to the Gold Fleet winner on the last day of sailing. And so without any further ado, I would like to ask our two honored guests, Steiner and Mr. Eugene McDonald, forward, and we'll hand out the hardware. These medallions are handed out to the first, second, and third place finishes in both fleets on the final day of racing, which was actually yesterday.
The last race.
The last race, yeah. The last race. In third place, in the silver, Joanne Daly. Come on down to here. Congratulations.
I need a kiss for that.
I like this job. Finishing second place is the talented Tim Ripley. And no, you can't kiss me.
Congratulations, sir.
And finishing first in the silver was Richard Dion. Finishing third in the gold fleet was Scott Lutz. Finishing second was Pablo Kobayashi. Congratulations. And receiving our gold medallion in the gold fleet is Aaron Wansing. Don't go too far. Now we don't have the trophy to present to the excuse me, to the final Convoy Cup winner is, of course, Aaron Wansing. That trophy will have his name inscribed on it, and it will be held in standing at the host club at the Dartmouth Yacht Club to show everybody on the East Coast just who Aaron Wansing is. Oh yeah, we'll get you a photograph of the trophy with your name on it. The inaugural winner, my friend. Congratulations.